find will destroy you. She's alive! Alive!
I am Dracula.
Jesus, I didn't.
What'd you do?
I clicked the button, but it didn't. It's weird. It's very touchy. I don't know if it's this mouse or what, but
User error?
I have to click things multiple times to get it to like go. And
So where are we?
The sound was off.
Oh, the set. Come on. Oh my gosh.
It's every time I unclicked it for sure. To made a point to do it, but
Okay.
things
Well,
are
no big
clicking
deal.
multis.
Nobody wants to hear my voice anyway. So we'll try this again from the top. This is the second installment of our kind of end of year or holiday prep. We're going into Halloween and Christmas, and we've got cool merch that we're going to be, clearing out at least for this year. And then next year we'll have some new merch. So this is your chance to grab it, right?
It says blame Boris.
Yeah, blame Boris. No, this is all producer lady.
Listen,
but she isn't feeling well,
I
so
don't feel good, and I can't take cold medicine yet because if I take it now,
then you'll be zonked.
and then I'll be due to take it again in the middle of the night.
Yeah, well, that's okay. We'll get through it. We'll muddle through it. So anyway, first up are these canvas zipper bags.
They're like little makeup pouches.
Yes, and they are
Thank
cheap.
you, Christy.
Only like $5. So you're not going to get any better, and it's got
They're all different.
heat set photos or graphics on there. If you see one that you like, just let us know. I don't know, is this going to show up there if I put that there?
It's flat.
Okay, so how about we angle this? Tell me if it's visible now.
It's not. It's visible, but it's like not even close to straight, and you've got it all where I can't reach it. That's as far as I goes. It's awful.
Awful. Not awful.
Yeah.
So, anyway, as you can see, this one is Groovy Hitch. It's Witch. It looks like an H upside down. Like, what does that mean?
Okay.
So, Groovy Witch. And, of course, it's got the little jack-o'-lantern in the center there. Cool fall colors. This one is probably a good one for our Halloween 3 Season of the Witch friends, because it reminds me of the jack-o'-lantern from Season of the Witch. You know how they had the, what was it, the Silver Shamrock?
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to, well, now I guess we already are all thinking about the theme music for Silver Shamrock.
Don't
Dun,
even.
dun, 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 dun,
Stop
dun, dun, dun.
it.
So yeah, we got that, the jack-o'-lantern, basic jack-o'-lantern, and then we have this one that's a nice fall one as well. It's
you
got
barking at?
the little sunflower, happy sunflower with butterflies coming off of it.
But it's fall colors.
Fall colors, yes. And if you see any of these that you like, just stop us.
They don't
This
have
one
to
is
stop
cool.
us, just make their comments.
Queen of Horror.
Oh, you got to cut the bottom off of it. You got to slide it up a little bit. There you go.
Queen of Horror. And this is kind of a vintage pinup style, half skeleton, half girl with the flower wreath. And these are all the same size. I don't know if we have a...
Oh, shit on the shingle.
What?
I'm looking at the wrong screen. Go back to the beginning, please.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I'm Tari.
You are going to get fired. This is why I say let's practice. And you're not practicing. We got to run through it.
Oh, Alicia and Anthony are together this time.
Okay. Okay. So where are we starting from?
The beginning.
The beginning?
Yeah.
Did we get the audio?
The audio's on. Just start at the beginning. Show the item.
The item. Okay. So are you on it now?
Over there.
You need more coffee. Alrighty. So we'll start again. This one is the fall sunflower with the smiley face and the butterflies on it. All of these are going to be $5. Do we have a measure? I don't know what the size of
My
this is.
measuring thing, I don't know what I did with it. Hang on.
I'm going to say it's about 8 inches by about
Hi, Alicia
5 inches.
And Anthony. It's something like that. I don't know. They're standard makeup bags, but these ones
Right.
have a little handle on them.
Yeah, they have the little handle, which is really nice, standard style. This one, like I said, what do we got?
7.5 by 5.5.
5.5.
Zipper, and then a little
Yeah.
thingy, handle thingy is leave it on, take it off, whatever.
Yeah, yeah, you can do whatever, or you can take it off of this one and use it on something else as well. So we got that. This one for those that were enjoying the radio version. This one is the kind of like the silver
you
shamrock.
have a face for radio, so.
Oh, I know. Blah blah blah. Talk about that later, young lady.
Tim James says it does remind him. Reminds him
Yes.
of Silver Shamrock.
So, yep, we have that one. And if you're not hearing the theme music for Silver Shamrock now, you're not
old
a fan.
enough for this show.
Here you go, Groovy Hitch or Witch.
Witch.
Groovy Witch. And this is another flower with a jack-o'-lantern in it. And cool 1960s kind of groovy look to it, right?
Yeah.
And here is the Queen of Horror. That's horror. We have to be very careful or we'll get banned.
Yeah.
The Queen of Horror. And this one is going to be another one of those I can't read. What does that say?
It says Halloween is calling.
Halloween is calling. Okay, I'm going to take your
Word for it.
word for it because I saw
It sounds like reading Rainbow. Don't take my word for it.
Yes, it looked like Halloween
look.
scallions, and I know
It's not Halloween scallions. But that would be cool because I like scallions and they're tasty and they're very flavorful. You can cook with
Yeah.
them and give
Yeah.
other things that flavor. And if they came in orange, that would be fucking awesome.
Yes, pumpkin spice scallions.
Ew, no, just
I am ready for that already. This one is the trio of Halloween images. You got a spider, you got a ghost, a little girl ghost with the lollipop.
No, I want Halloween scallions.
Yes. And another jack-o'-lantern. This one's kind of cute. I do like this one. It's the, because they had it back then, a T-Rex with a witch's hat and some sort of giant, prehistoric
a really big
gourd.
bucket.
Yeah. I don't know about
I
that.
wonder how big the candy was.
Yeah.
Or if they were like people would just throw
How could he eat
turtles
it?
in there.
How could he eat it? He has short little arms. He can't get a wrapper off, that crap.
Oh yeah, well,
This one's cool too. It's the Halloween just want to have fun, but it's like a play off of the old happy logo, the smiley face, and then of course a jack-o'-lantern. And then we have this one, which is kind of like the
that's my flavor.
little fall ghost.
It's my flavor.
Now, all of these, we only have one of each. So if you see one that you want, that's the one that you got to claim. So again, I'll just quickly go in reverse. If you see anything, you can just stop us.
You can always just go on to the next.
And then we will go on to the next. Absolutely. And I don't know how many people are going to be joining us because we had like a bunch of people respond that they were coming. So
No.
I don't know
They
how
show
many
up,
people
They show up. If they don't, they can catch it and
replay.
and say, "Hey, did you sell X, Y, Z?"
Right. But we do have to get to a lot today because there's our jewelry, our pendants, earrings, all of that
pendants.
stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Okay,
Still
so that's the first
assortment.
little items, and now we're going to show you some of the natural ones for those that don't like black. I don't know who wouldn't like black. It's Halloween color, right?
When they come with a darker color, I'll stop wearing.
Yes. So these are kind of the fall, just the fall ones.
Higher
We have
up a little bit.
Peace, Love, and Halloween. These are about the same size.
Yeah, they're the
If
exact
not
same
exact.
size. They're just a different color.
Yeah, it's that whole thing where you don't know sizes because of the optical illusion of dark seeming smaller. So we have the Peace, Love, and Halloween. Of course, the peace sign, the heart, and the jack-o'-lantern. This one's cool for the gnome lovers out there. A couple of gnomes with their Halloween garden. Now this one is definitely for the Hocus Pocus crowd. It's got the 3 characters from Hocus Pocus. I smell children. And I can hear you tapping away. Hocus Pocus, another one of those. Not necessarily the Hocus Pocus, but, you know, just a graphic. And then Boo. And I think this is one of my favorites here. This is the earth in the background, but it's got a cool graphic over the front. Now these, I don't know if it was just dumb luck or if you actually picked these out, but these actually favor Producer Lady. So we have that one. And then, of course, Spooky Mama with the glasses and the hair up.
Messy buns.
Yep.
That's how I do.
Yes. And another Hocus Pocus one.
Stabby cat.
Yes. So we got a lot of cool little bags. And again, all of those are $5. So, you know, you can buy them as gifts. You can use them as gift bags and stuff in them. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with those. So, any last minute questions before we move on to the next items?
I don't know, I've got some comments of people say, I like this one, I like that one, but they kind of, I need them to comment.
Yes, if you want.
If they want it, claim it.
Exactly. Yeah. And one thing that we did differently for this show...
Oh, Christine wants Stabby Cat.
Stabby Cat. She does like her cats. All right, this one here.
Yeah, that one's
The
for Christine.
Hocus Pocus with the Stabby Cat. All right, Christine, that one's coming to you. Okay. Should we... Well, we already did that last time. Let's look at the jewelry, because like I was saying, we because we couldn't show everything and show all the detail, we took pictures and we put those in the screen. So when we show the items, we'll be able to show you a close-up with, you know, the actual item. But this one, this always reminds me, I don't know why, but kind of like Miami Subs. We were talking about that earlier. But it's Halloween stuff. You know, like little knives, skulls. Looks like the Rocky Horror Picture lips on it. I'll put that there, but Miss Producer Lady can also flash that up on the screen for you.
It's on the screen.
Okay.
And those are, yeah, they're like a leather.
Yeah. Yeah, like a pleather, shall
Yeah.
we say.
And they're shaped like a guitar pick, little earrings. You might have to like lift it up. It's kind of hard to see there.
Well, you have the graphic, right?
I do, I think.
I got you graphics for, I think, all of these. So, yeah. Then you don't have to worry about glares.
Yeah,
you don't
but
have to worry about
I'm also
anything.
trying to watch comments, too, so clicking around here. Oh, I don't like this. Here. That's
We have time, right?
a better image. That's what they look like up close.
Yeah.
They're dangly. They're cute.
And is that multiple earrings on one
Just-
slide? Just the one.
No, that's just the one.
Okay. Then
else do you
how much are all these, producer lady? Were these the $5
$5
also? Yeah. See,
Yeah.
we're starting out kind of affordable. I want to say this one's cool for the Beetlejuice fans. It's strange and unusual. A lot of cool imagery there, and we do have a graphic for that one as well.
Yes.
And let's see, is this another one of the same? It looks like we have a
Like, I
couple
have
of
two
those.
sets of those. So
2 sets.
if you want, more
$5.
than one person wants to claim them. Yeah, all of these are $5.
You got the graphic up?
Yeah.
You can see that? Okay. Yeah, these, I mean, you couldn't find these at Walmart for $5. They're really nice. And they're, these, the strange and unusual,
They're
they
metal.
actually appear to be a metal with
Yeah,
an
they're
enamel.
like an enamel pin.
Yeah.
Got an earring instead.
Yeah, they're nice
Dangling.
and strong. Let's see. We've got the crescent moon and the bats.
Yeah.
Those are really nice. We have a couple of those.
Yeah, there's 2 sets of those as well.
Yep. And those are really nice. They are gold based. I don't know if you can see that on this or in the graphic, but they have a gold metal base, and then the enameling is yellow and black.
But the hooks, it actually, in person, look more like a, almost like a rose gold look to them
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah. Now, I don't think that these are sold as anything more than, costume, I
Yeah,
guess you
they're-
would say.
they're,
So
they're
if you have
cutesy
metal
Halloween
sensitivity or acidic skin, you may not want these because they'll turn your skin green, but, they're nice for people that don't have that problem.
Yeah, your fun Halloween ears.
Yeah, they're just, fun.
They're not-
But we have a couple of
nothing
those
fancy.
pairs.
What else you got?
Okay, this one's neat. This one is actually laser cut out of wood and painted with the Halloween ghost with the little trick-or-treat bag. And with that one, I think we only have the one, don't we?
Yeah, just the one pair.
So again, that one is $5. This one does have usually like these are plated with the silver, aren't they? The surgical steel or something
I
like
think
that.
so. They're like the hypoallergenic
Yeah.
hooky jammies.
Yeah, with these. The only ones that we've ever had problems with are the ones that are gold plated.
Yeah.
But these are usually really nice. And they're wood, and they have the painted ghost in the Halloween bag. But they're light. They must be like out of a basswood or something.
Yeah.
But they're nice and light. And this one always reminds me of Beetlejuice.
Oh, Tim.
Adam and...
Tim wants the Charlie. Okay, Tim. I'm gonna put you and Christine make one list for the two of you. You want the Are you wanting the Charlie Brown ghost, or it looks like Charlie Brown?
But this one always reminds me of Adam and Barbara.
Oh.
The one with the two...
We're back. I don't know what happened, people. Buttons or something. I think it's that stupid button on the side of the.
Okay,
thing
yeah,
again.
don't do that.
Okay,
Don't
oh,
touch
you're
it.
on the
Yeah,
no
the
feet
Adam
ones?
and... It reminds me of Adam and...
No, where'd all my pictures go? Oh, those pictures we had. Where are they?
I don't know. What are you on?
In the thing. All
In
the
the thing?
people's. The thing is still running.
But
and
we have
everything.
no images? You gotta look up in the top
Sound is
corner. In the top left corner, there should be a thing that has the graphics and everything like that. Is anyone still here? That's the question.
Yeah, no, everybody's still there. The video went out. And everybody was like, hey, where'd you guys go?
I don't know.
And then magically came back.
Yeah, and we're even plugged into the wall again, so
Yeah.
no excuse. Do you have the graphics back yet?
No, they're not here. I don't know where they went.
Okay, stand by. I'm going to take a look real quick. Because there is like a separate identity thing. So let me see what we got.
Hold, please. Ugh,
Okay, go to layers.
right here.
There you go.
I know, but that's it. That's just all the other stuff that was there. All
Are
the
you
stuff
serious?
that got
Okay.
uploaded today is gone.
Okay, we can do this real quick. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry, guys. This is always fun, isn't it? Just bear with us for one moment.
Un momento, por favor.
Okay. We'll get them back in there. Okay, so where are they all?
All the ones that you put on the background, scroll down a little bit, see if they're here. Is that it? Yeah,
Okay,
here.
group by.
Boom, boom, boom.
We're quickly trying to figure
And
out what
it'd
the
be
problem
date added,
is.
It would be modified.
Yeah.
That's these ones. These, they're all
Okay.
here. You just gotta select.
So it'll just take a second here. See, there's
That's
it's always something.
this one here. It starts there.
I know you have to hit the shift for me.
Oh, shift. See,
Okay.
click it twice. You just click and drag.
No, I guess is it. All right, let's see if this works.
It's uploading.
I'm gonna try it again.
Click that button.
Are they coming?
I don't know. It's uploading them to where? I don't know.
Uploading finished, but I still don't see them.
I don't know.
Oh boy.
Oh, there.
Okay, so what you're gonna have to do is
Okay.
go through here and select all
Okay,
the ones
I can do it.
that you want. Okay?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. We're there now. Alrighty. So, I guess you just have to highlight it. You know how we did that, right? Add from gallery?
Yeah.
So it's still there, but we're going back to the...
Not where I left them.
Yes. I don't know. See, even the best plans can be undone by technology. With the last platform, it was all about the bad audio and video, and now we've got great audio and video, but it just takes stuff away.
Everybody's like, don't worry. They're all looking at your toys.
Ah, well, that and the chair that my kids have destroyed. So, anyway, do we have the graphic for the ghosties?
I'm working on it.
The Adam and Barbara.
Cute.
I like to think that they're Adam and Barbara.
There we go.
Yes, no, maybe.
Okay, now you can keep going.
All right, so we have the
Gradually click.
two ghosties. These are actually a lightweight plastic,
Yeah.
and they have an anodized black loop for the ears, but they're like a glossy, shiny, painted plastic. Very lightweight. Okay. And these are, I like these two. These are kind of like a clear lucite. I'm trying to get them to behave. But they're a clear lucite with the neat kind of sparkly things in them. It reminds me of the old picks back in the 70s, you know, the guitar picks. You could get with all that bright colored stuff in them. But yeah, these are witches' hats, and I think we do have the graphic for that as well.
I do. I'm just trying to pull all the rest of the damn pictures. Because it only lets you freaking click one at a time.
Yeah.
Which is some bullshit.
So just go through and get the ones that we need at the time, and then we can go from there. And I think that this one, we have two.
Yeah.
We have two of these. And that is all. That is it. How we doing, producer
We're
lady?
fine. Go. You want to move on to the next one?
All right. So those are the earrings. Now we have these are leather bracelets. They are one size fits all because they have the little loop on them,
one size
and then it
fits
has most. Yeah. But yeah, those are leather, and then of course they have the string that you would tighten to, tighten it up or loosen, and then it's got the bat symbol, which that would be good for Batman fans as well as Halloween fans, because it's the bat symbols kind of. I guess you can see it in the graphic, but they're really nice. They're these are also $5, aren't they? Or are these more?
Something like that.
I don't recall. These were yours. So let's see. I don't know.
Yeah, all of that stuff is just $5.
I believe this was all $5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I made it easy. I found stuff that we could put $5.
Yes. Because that's the thing. You go to a show and you can't afford anything at the show, especially after autographs and food and all that stuff. So we try to have little things like, these to go around for those that might have already spent their money elsewhere. This is a costume piece of jewelry. This is a bat bracelet. Probably just a plated silver. I really doubt that it's
Nothing
surgical
fancy, but
steel
it's
or
cute
anything.
and
It's just a
cool.
nice costume piece, and it's got a really pretty bat on it.
It's the world's smallest utility belt.
Yes.
Oh, and I sneezed and everybody said, God bless you. Guys are awesome.
So that's also $5, isn't it? All the
Yeah.
bracelets are $5. Okay, and a really, really quick recap, because now we have graphics, which is kind of cool. We were doing the lanyards Thursday night, and they went pretty well. So we're going to show you those real quick again, and we have graphics.
I gotta find them. Hang on. Yeah,
So
here we go.
we've got
Those.
the short ones first.
Yeah.
And these might also do well for like wallets and stuff like that. But they've got a real heavy duty clip at the bottom, and then a ring as well, a key ring. So we got Freddy, of course, Jack Torrance. We did sell a lot, if not all of the certain styles. That's all we have left of the short ones, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Or
it.
do we have a couple of...
I think there might be 2 of each left.
Yeah, that's it. Wow. Yeah. Yep, that is it. Those 3 styles.
Well, what's left? We have 2 of each.
Yeah, 2 of
Except
each style.
for
One
I
of
don't
these.
know.
Yeah.
Something.
But just let us know what ones you want and we can take a look. Those are the short lanyards. A little. And those are also, what were those, $5? I don't remember.
Yeah. No, the lanyards.
Lanyards were a little bit more, weren't they?
The shorties, I think, were 8, and the big ones were 10. Or
Yes, okay, I got it here. Short, 8, long, 10. So these were the $8 ones. And then we have the longer lanyards, and again, they have a little loop for your cell phone, or they have the little clip.
And yeah,
They have the
and
clip
they're-
on the end.
you did the shorties, and the Pennywise one should be the next one that you show. Because that one, well, it doesn't matter what you show, because I'm just showing the graphics.
Yeah.
They can't even see what you're putting up, so it doesn't.
Okay. So yeah, we have the Pennywise one. It's got both Pennywises representing. And then the Ghostbusters symbol. The Shining with Jack Torrance, and it's got the carpet pattern on it, but then it's also got key scenes from the movie. And then the second Halloween. This one features the bats and the candy. The other one is more the potions and stuff like that. So all of these are $10 each. And let me know when you're ready to move on, producer lady.
Oh, I gotta show the other ones. Yeah, the Shining, Ghostbusters, and the other ones. Okay, whenever you're ready to go move on to the next item, that's fine.
Okay. So let us know. And we're going to...
Dogs. What is wrong with you?
I have no earthly idea. Okay, so we've got those. And we can show pictures of what we've done, kind of like a recap for those that might be joining us late. So, are we caught up with those?
Yeah, I just gotta...
We've still got our three death whistles. The Mayan death whistles. And we have a graphic for that as well. And these are resin, but you do blow into them and they have the same sound. If you've seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, they use that in that. So, you finding it or no?
Yeah, it's arguing with me. Alright, go away.
The next one, if it helps, is going to be the pipes again, just to recap those.
Okay, it gave me duplicates. That's why I'm like, what is going on here? Yeah, go away. And then, okay, whenever you're ready to.
We're good with that? You showed the pictures on the death whistles? Okay. And we have three of those. One is like a gunmetal, one is kind of an emerald color, and one is gold. And then, of course, we still have multiples of the Dracula. We have 3 Draculas on the pipes. We have, it looks like, 3 of the Skeletors, and the one with the rose and the skull, the skull face.
There's only one of that one.
And now all of those were what?
I think Skeletor's 12, and the other 2 are 25.
And tell you what, right now only, we'll go 20 on the Dracula and the skull. And these are functional pipes, but they're sold as decorative, but there is a metal.
Tobacco.
Yeah, but there is a metal pipe that runs through it. And yeah, $20 each on the larger ones, and instead of 12, we'll go 10 on Skeletor. Those are some of those clear out items that we want to offer up before they're sold out forever.
Yep.
We good with those?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, next thing is going to be, I don't know if these are sold individual or if it's the whole.
I had them for $1 a piece.
$1 a piece? Okay, so these are like crock, what do you call them? Crock pins? Plugs. So random different styles. We do have a graphic for that as well. But they're all Halloween related. There's all sorts of jack-o'-lanterns and different fall looking stuff with that.
So if you're a crock wearer.
And who isn't?
The producer lady.
Interesting story about the Crocs, though.
Yeah.
That those were started because a movie that probably half of the people out there have seen, Idiocracy, they had to come up with a futuristic shoe that looked like it would be used by dumb people. This is exactly what they said. So they went to this burgeoning company and said, could you design some footwear for us? We need it to look very simplistic, like any idiot could use them.
They also needed them to be cheap.
And they needed them to be cheap. So that's where Crocs came from. And they supplied the Crocs to Idiocracy, and after that, it just exploded. So, more useless trivia. I can't remember what I did yesterday, but I can remember crap like that. So, did you find the graphic for that one? So, if you see any of those that you want, or if you want them all, we'll make you a deal. It won't be $1 a piece if you want more than,
I don't know how many are in there. I'd have to look at the pictures.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Let's see.
1, 2, 3,
1,
4,
2,
5,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Okay. So if you want all 16, what kind of deal could we do for all 16?
$10.
$10 for all
Oh,
16.
Let's see. Well, they want the creepy vegan. Alicia and Anthony, creepy vegan. What? Give me.
Which one? Oh, there you go. I thought that story about Crocs, though, was so funny that it was created for Idiocracy. And that movie has kind of become, what, an instruction booklet for 2022, 2023. It's been nuts. Okay, you all caught up?
I have a friend that it's perfect for.
Yes. All right, you got that? Now we're doing these little ears. These are not quite like a Vulcan ear, but they could be used as a Vulcan ear.
Elves, Vulcans, whatever makes you feel fancy. And
Fae, but they come in two different shades.
So if you're a little bit, they look the same in the photo, but one is a little more like of a peachy pink.
Yes.
And the one to the right is more like a tannish fair skin. I couldn't get any really dark ones for our super dark skinned, peoples, but those were the only two colors I could get.
Yeah.
But one is more of like a if you're pasty like me, and the other side is if you can catch a tan, get those.
Now for the cosplayers out there, they can be painted.
Yeah.
They could be painted. I've had a lot of success.
So
yeah, they're very soft, but they're either PVC or neoprene, but they paint really well with a spray. What was the? I'm drawing a blank.
Flex.
No, not that one.
That we do only.
Createx, because they also come in translucent colors, and they really bond like heck to this PVC or neoprene. So, and what was the price on these, producer lady?
I don't know. It's on the list. I think they were.
I'm not finding it.
5.
Was it 5?
7 or.
I know that they were fairly inexpensive. Those were.
They're there somewhere underneath.
Yeah. Bear with us 1 second. Yes, $5 each. Either color. And from the last sale, we have one more. And then that is it. The Jason Voorhees hair clip. And this one is very, very strong. It's got a spring in there that holds that tight. And it's got a nice wide mouth, so it holds a lot of hair. And we have graphics of that as well. We sold out of the Scream, the Ghostface one, and one of the Jason ones yesterday, or Thursday. So this is the last one that we have of that. And that also is in that cheap $5 range. Isn't that one $5 too? I thought it was. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we.
I was able to move all the pictures over, so if I come to one that I can't find.
Okay. So these are those cute little makeup sponges as well. They've got like the regular pink, like the all the makeup sponges that they have now. They're like that, almost like a foam silicone or a foamed latex, but
and it's not latex.
they work really, really well. And we got 3.
They're cute.
The color of the bands, I guess, is inconsequential.
Yeah, it's just a little band that you slide your fingers
if you got a
under
favorite
to hold
color.
it, from.
Yeah. So we just did the ears. We did those. All right. Now we have pins. If anyone's interested in these, the makeup things, let producer lady know. But we're going to move quick so we can get through most of this stuff. The pins. We have both Monster Manor, but we also have the enamel.
No, we have no enamel pins left, except for there's one kitty cat in there, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, was that it?
Yeah. I forgot he was.
We didn't sell all the kitty cats, did we? Are we missing one?
They're gone. So we have
not this one though.
Phantasm 22 set from last year, the collector set. There's only 4 left, and that's all there is. And then we have a couple of these loose Dracula disclaimer and megaphone pins.
Those are for producer lady.
And
we've got 4 of the 4 of the megaphones. We've got 2 Dracula and 3 of the
Boris
disclaimers. And then we have one of the glow-in-the-dark. This one is a special glow-in-the-dark one. I took it out of the bag because you got to see how it works. But it glows pretty bright. I don't know if we'll see it under, the full light, but let's see. No, not so much under the full lights, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
But they're just really cute. And again, this one is like from the opening of Monster Manor, the credit scene where it's kind of reversed, if you remember that. So they're nice little pins. If you want to show your monster-y support or just, kind of collect different pins, these are unique
Our
because
autofocus got turned back on. I don't know how to turn that thing off.
on what one?
On the camera.
On this one or
Oh,
that one?
camera, because we did it on this one, but we never did it
Right.
on that one.
Right. Because you can only do one at a time,
Yeah.
which is kind of lame. Okay, so we've got those. And you saw the little gift set of the pins. And these were limited to 15 sets. 15 sets that are signed and numbered, and that is it. Once these are gone, they're gone. Yep.
Left.
We have 4 left. So, if you want to commemorate it, now is the time. Okay, let's go through some of the collectibles here that are for Monster Kids. I don't know if you can see that one. Should I bring it up a little?
Yeah, right here.
So this is the Mego. I believe this one was the 2018, and this one glows in the dark. It's based on just the public domain Frankenstein. It's not it's not Karloff, you can tell that. And on the back and front it has cool art from, of course, the 70s. They used that art for the Frankenstein that they sold in a box, so you never saw what the figure looked like. And then you opened it up and it was something that did not look like Karloff or like the creature on the box. But this is that figure, and we're doing a special sale on this, $20. They have been out of production for a while, but $20 is the regular retail, like if you go to Walmart.
Yeah.
And actually, let's do a special. Okay, $15. We do have, I believe, 3 of these. So we're going to do $15 for this broadcast if you want the Mego Frankenstein.
The glowy and the dark.
With the glow. It's got like the chains, and it's kind of nice. I mean,
it's kitschy.
I like it. But I like kitschy things,
Yeah.
So that one we'll let go for $15. I think we also have the blue werewolf.
No, not those ones. Those are just the monster ones that we picked. The ones he sculpted, I don't think we have. I think all we have left is an Andre the Giant,
Marilyn,
and a Marilyn,
a white-shoed
they got ruined
Stephen
at the factory, and then a Stanley.
Yeah. So, and somewhere in there, I know we had some of the Impractical
Monster
Jokers.
Manor pin, the last one, the one that's
The
by
last
itself.
one?
The one that's by itself, right? Alicia or Anthony.
Yes, we have that. I took it out of the baggie, though, last night,
put
so
it
we'll
in
have
a
to put it in another baggie. But yes, that is yours.
Yes, the one by itself. Here, put that one back in there.
I can't get you to wear your own pin. You don't like your pin?
I have my pin. It's on my lanyard.
Oh, that's right. You wear it on the lanyard, but that is producer ladies, because she's known for usually using the megaphone. We got a couple more of the Mego 8-inchers. This one is the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
The black and white.
The black and white, which was a variant. And it's a 4-color box. It's got different graphics on the sides, top and bottom, and of course back. It tells you a little bit about it, and it's got the famous Gillman right there. This is the black and white edition. So this one is $20, and that is cheaper than what they're going for, because these have long since disappeared. So we've got the creature, and we've got the Invisible Man, and both of these are the boxed versions. They were exclusive to Walmart's, and it also has artwork all around and nice Nice artwork on the sides. Of course, it's the classic, not the nondescript one, but the classic Invisible Man. So we have only these two
Hey, at
left.
least there's
of
a
these.
doll in the box rather than it's just like an empty box. And they're like, he's
I know,
invisible.
right? They should have
Send a
done that.
box
They could
of
have
air.
saved
a
a
lot
lot.
of money.
Yep. But those are those two.
Okay.
And again, those are $20 each. And for the old school fans, this one was Reaction. Let me see what that's dated. No dates anywhere? Come on. Usually they have like a copyright date, but they don't have anything on this one. But this one is the Mummy. They this is series 2. It's got the other ones on the back, and this was made to look kind of like the old Remco ones, the Remco monsters, 3 3/4 inch, and the Mummy here was in series 2. These go for quite a bit more, but we've got a ticket on it of $10. So $10 and it's yours. Yes?
Keep going.
All right, we're going to go on to this one here. I don't know, can you see that one or do we need to readjust?
Just hold it up.
Okay.
That second
This one here we
camera's
also have
pissing me
graphics on. We showed these on Thursday. These are the post replica from the Super Sugar Crisps. But these are the original 4, Frankenstein, Wolfman, the Mummy, and the Phantom of the Opera. And then it has the 3 that I designed for it to kind of go with it. The Dracula, the Gill Man, and the Quasimodo that we never got as kids. So we have graphics for those, and I think it even shows you how brightly it glows. And these are not going to be like mass produced. So for all 7 of these with the collector box, it's got graphics on all 4 sides. Those are $75. And they do glow brightly. These actually will glow even more brightly to where you'll probably be able to see them in full light. Yeah, see a little bit there? This is full light.
Yeah.
So they do glow very, very brightly. And again, I mean, the original 4, they go for upwards of $200, $300 for a mint one. So this is helping everyone out because I know I can't afford all that. So, but that's what we're looking at for those. And we only have 4 available.
Was it 4 or 5?
We've got 4 currently.
Okay.
We can put more sets together, but right now all we have is 4.
Yeah.
And those are the Monster Post cereal
Replicas.
Yes. And now, because we had such a hard time with this last show, you remember these? They are one of a kind. So everyone is different except for the blank ones that have no paint or anything on them. Thank goodness for laps. But we have different designs. We have different styles. We have the painted ones that you have, and she has all of the graphics that she's probably going to start scrolling.
We've got the
So-
Phantom fully painted with
Fully
a cape.
painted. Mm-hmm.
Frankenstein and the Wolfman's fully painted with the capes.
And Mummy.
And the Mummy.
Those are all the fully painted ones we have. Are those 4.
And then we've got
Wolfie.
the creatures with the chase with the blood, and then the plain glow.
Yes.
Then the Wolfman and the painted Wolfman and the Frankenstein, which is they got just the minute paint, and then the Phantom with his cape, and these all glow.
Yes,
black
they all-
light, light up. Then we got the
Except the
Mummy.
fully painted one.
Yeah, the Mummy and the Hunchback. And Dracula has his cape, and then we've got a Phantom with minimal paint and a cape.
And these are not going to be like mass produced.
The
We're not going to
Mummy.
make a ton of these because they do take a lot of time. The boxes alone We'd be lucky if we get 4 done an hour, because they just have to be all hand cut, hand assembled. There's an inner lining that the figure gets twisty tied to, and then all of that goes into a protective outer plastic box, kind of like the collector's the Funko Pop. So it's quite a deal, and they're all signed. They're signed and dated on the bottom. So, and she can scroll through all those different ones. Cool thing is that they're completely functional. They are using, which is another reason that they're somewhat limited, because they're all using real Pez bodies. So they do function, and this is our sample of the Hunchback of Notre Dame, or Quasimodo. Can you see that one?
No, go ahead.
And you pull the neck back, and it actually works. And like the others in the series, it glows extremely bright, even in bright light. And it holds the charge for a little while, too.
Okay, next items.
Next items are going to be the prototypes for the Pez heads. I don't know if these are going to show up there, but we do have graphics for this as well. These are one of a kind.
Oversized.
None will ever be produced again. They are another third bigger, I think. The heads themselves measure, looks like over an inch. Inch and a half from the base of the neck, give or take. This one's about 1 3/4 inches because the mummy is a little bit bigger. But all of these are at least 1 1/2 inches. This one's coming in at 1 3/4 inches as well. But if you wanted to, you could put them on Pez, but they are a little top heavy. These were prototypes that I did before we went into production on the other ones. And they're fully painted, and like I said, this is the only set that we'll do, because it was kind of a prototype to see how it would work. They just looked a little bit too large, like if you look at the head size. To me, they just looked a little bit too large. So, those are available. I think we said $50 each last show, and we will go down to $40 on those. $40 each, or if you want all 4, we'll cut you a really good deal.
Is that the entire recap of everything? And now we can go on to...
I believe so. Are we ready for some new stuff?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. We have a limited number of our Series 1 mugs. We are going to be doing more, of course. But I think these styles are probably going to be retired. Once they're gone, they're gone. We got the Beetlejuice. And do we have graphics for those, or no?
No.
So we got the Beetlejuice one. I'll try to get that close. And that's on both sides. It's the same image. And this is one that I actually...
if you're a lefty or a righty.
Or a righty, yep. And this is one that I actually digitally painted. So you have a specific graphic on the sides that are very Burton-y. And then, of course, the Beetlejuice was painted in virtuality, but it's still painted by me. And it's got the Scott Fenster Sculpture Studio logo on it. Then you have the regular Monster Manor double-sided. I'm about to lose my voice again. You got those. Again, from the opening credits of Monster Manor, you have the Frankenstein with the Monster Manor logo on the other side. All of these have the Monster Manor logo on them. We've got the Dracula. And then this one is the only one that's a wraparound design, but it has that famous image from Son of Frankenstein when they're looking at his internal organs. And of course, in this one, the X-ray shows Monster Manor. So that's the only big difference from that. And we're going to be adding more to that whole collection, but these will probably be
the last
retired.
remaining from...
We may bring them back if demand is there, but as of now, they're going to be retired. Okay.
You didn't tell anybody how much they are.
Oh, those are $12. $12 each, and they come well packed, bubble wrapped, and protected from terrible UPS men and USPS men, because I've seen them kick them. Okay, this one is now going to go into our jewelry, and these we're very proud of. These are brand new for our collection. So we have different styles, and we do have graphics that'll show, but these I'm just so proud of. Bless you.
Thank you.
Good Lord.
Let's see, what do we got? We've got Dracula, Wolfman, and the Phantom.
These are about just under an inch, counting the top, what would you call that? Like
The little hoop thingy.
the little hoop thingy at the top of the heads. That's 1 inch, not including the hook. So we have Dracula,
Wolfman.
Mummy. You got the graphic up?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got the Frankenstein skulls, the mummies, the Jason Voorhees. Not Jason Voorhees.
Michael Myers.
See, I showed this one already, right? Yeah, the Phantom, the Wolfman, the Dracula, the Kitty Cats, the Frankenstein, the Gillman. These are not in order. Let's see what else is here. That's the same photo. What do you have? 1, 2, 3.
Did it duplicate photos
4,
when we...
5.
We'll figure that out.
I
Don't stress. But we have 10 different styles.
Something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm only seeing 9. Why am I seeing 9? What am I missing? Oh, I think you didn't put the pictures of the Quasimodos in. You did them in groups of 3.
Oh, I missed the Quasimodo.
Yeah, so we have the Quasimodos.
Let me see if I can find one of those. Because they are really
You
nice.
guys. Everybody was I love that. And then we have matching those earrings, we have pendants that go with them, a necklace, and those are a little bit bigger, like 1.5 inches ish. I don't know.
Yes, I'll get the measurements.
But
They range.
The same thing. The cats, the mummies, the Michaels, the Franks, the Gillmans and the Hunchbacks, the Wolfmans and the Phantoms, and then your skeleton or Frank's skull and a Dracula.
Yeah, these are about 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches, and you can see the difference. I don't know if you'll get this on. Can you get that on? Is it out of focus?
Oh yeah, let me
But that gives you a size reference.
Yeah, so you got your matching set.
Yes.
Or if you want to mix and match, you can always.
You could do that.
That's totally fine. They're $15 each. What are they? Yeah, is that what I said? Yeah, 15 for a set of earrings, or for a necklace, or 2 for 25. So if you get like a full set, or 2 sets of earrings, or 2 necklaces, or whatever the case may be, or earrings for you and necklace for somebody else, or necklace for you and whatever, 2 for 25 or 15.
This is one of the Quasimodos, but the earrings are exactly the same. They're just smaller.
Yeah.
So that's that one. I think this one is shaping up to be our most popular so far, is the Halloween kitty. And that's like the vintage. Again, I sculpted this one, so this will be exclusive to
From the paper cutouts.
us. Yes. That one, and also the Skull Frankenstein monster. That one there is one that I sculpted. So you will not find those anywhere else. So, any questions on those?
No, we can keep going.
Okay.
I gotta get a tissue though. Let's see what we got. Yes, Titanium Steve got a Frankenstein at Phantasm, and Christine James got the kitties.
Yeah.
Cindy Johnson Hawkins. The necklaces are 15, the same as the earrings. They're 15 each. Alicia, Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're $15 for either a pendant or a set of earrings, or two for 25.
Any combination.
Yeah.
So you could
And
get two
then
pendants, or you
Alicia
could
and
get.
Anthony, they said the necklace. What about the necklace? Which one, honey bunches?
I'm gonna guess probably the Gilman. I think they're big Gilman fans too.
I don't know. Maybe they're Christmas shopping for other people.
That's true, but that Gilman is a huge
A kitty cat.
a
Ha
kitty
ha.
cat. A kitty
See,
cat.
you can't make assumptions.
No, that's true, but we're all family of monster lovers.
I
so
got you.
there you go. This is this one here.
Yep, it goes in the box
Okay,
under their name. Shopping for a friend. See?
there you go. And we do have the matching
There are
earrings for
people
that.
still have birthdays and Christmas.
Very true, and that's a good idea. With monster stuff. All right, we're gonna go on to how about the magnets? Because these are also big sellers.
Tim, did someone just blow a death whistle? No, that was my nose. Turn. Actually, I don't even need to use the graphic. That's really good.
Yeah. So these are what we have. Nothing more. So once these are gone again, it may be a while before we get them back in stock. And all of these are, I think we have 15 on the larger ones,
The ones
and then
on the
12
left and the
on
ones
the
to the right are
others.
12.
Yeah.
So your Mummy, Frankenstein, and Dracula are 15. And then your Necronomicons, Nightmare on Elm Street, Jason, and the Beetlejuice are 12.
Yes. And they are quite strong. They
Her
are solid
birthday
resin.
is on Christmas. Yeah, no, that's a suck ass thing. So you're always gonna make sure you make it very important to have a birthday and a Christmas
Yes.
present. We have a family member, same thing, birthday, Christmas Day.
So that is
That is
the
a heavy
neodymium.
duty neodymium magnet.
It is strong, and these aren't likely to fall off your fridge.
No,
So-
we have a bunch on our fridge, and our kids slam the doors all the time.
Yep. So this is what we have now. We do have other styles that we will be replenishing, hopefully.
But that's
got a
all that we
Wolfman, a
currently have in
Gilman, a Creature from the Black Lagoon logo. What else?
I have no idea.
Yeah, we have a few that we've sold out of. So, but it might be a little while before we get those, back in
But
stock.
we're doing a stock blowout. This is
Yep.
all that's left for now. We'll do another claim sale when we do some new items.
Yes.
Maybe we'll do small
Yeah.
things and do small batch stuff.
Yeah. But we're giving you guys first shot at this stuff before we run to Etsy.
And eBay to blow it out, really.
Yeah.
To get rid of it.
So that's it for those. What else do we have?
You got your
Oh.
plaster peoples. You got.
Yes. Let's get those.
The clapper jammies.
If you want to pull those up, we're going to talk
What?
about the Monster Machine.
Plaster peoples.
Yes. Now, the cool thing about these is you'll notice in the graphic, do you have the regular plaster ones up? Or so the plaster ones, this is from something that was from 1975 or 6.
They were actually featured on Monster Manor season 1.
Yes, Boris broke a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So, these are just a bit of nostalgia because you had to have this monster machine. It was basically the first
Rotocasting
Rotocaster.
machine.
Yeah, Rotocaster for kids. So you'd put the mold, set the mold up, and then you would put plaster, or monster muck as they called it, in one half. And then you would rotocast it for what seemed like 4 hours.
It's like 5
It's really
minutes or something like
Yeah.
that, or 8 minutes. We still have a working one.
Yes.
And most people don't.
Yes.
We have 3 of the 4 molds, and it functions.
Yes. So this one is the alien. And of course, we can make, if you want any of them, we can certainly make any of
Make
them.
more, because it's
But that
one
one
of
is
our
the
family
Bigfoot.
traditions.
I always thought this was King Kong as a kid, and I thought that he was holding
A lady.
a lady. It's not. It's really not. It's like some sort of animal's leg and a piece of stick, because that's what Bigfoot does. But
It's a
yeah, this
club.
is supposed
He's
to
got
be.
a club and a ham hock.
Yes. And in this one, it kind of shows a little bit better. This one's painted. So
we've got what we have currently in stock is we have 2 of the Martians, 1 Bigfoot and 1 Frankenstein, and then we have a painted Bigfoot and a painted Frankenstein.
Yes. And these are just, like I said, they're kitschy, nostalgic, because you just don't find them anymore.
Paint your own for giggles.
They are sold blanks for, what do we say, 10 for the blank ones, and they're like a heavy plaster.
They're heavy.
Actually, did we do plaster or did we do hydrocal?
No, they're plaster.
I can't remember. But yeah, they're pretty strong as it is. But that's the Frankenstein, and of course the painted Frankenstein monster. So, we've only got these. We can always do more for you if you're interested. What do we have? The Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
That's the only other one.
Is that the only one we're missing?
Yeah, so those are the 4 molds. The Dr. Jekyll, the Martian, the Bigfoot, and the Frank.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're all pretty nice. I grew up with them. We have
a newer version of one that does dinosaurs, but...
That's such a laugh compared to this one. I mean, literally, the dinosaurs are like this.
But it's the same premise. And it's a rotocasting machine that you can put the stuff in and crank it, and it does. It's fun.
Right. Okay, well, we're going to reset real quick, so we're going to go to commercial.
Oh, we're going to actually go to commercial.
Yes, we're going to go to commercial so we can reset. We're going to bring on some stuff back. So we got about 2 minutes if you got to go to the bathroom or want to get a snack or an extra drink like I probably need to. We'll be back.
Okie dokie, let's do it.
Come a little closer, Manor. I want to tell you about something your children will love. Monster vitamins. They're fun. They're screaming meanie. Babbly bab. Monster Mobile. Monsters taste terrific too, Mother. Your children should get vitamins by eating right, but when they don't, Mother, Monsters and Monsters Plus Iron sure help. My children love them. Right, kids?
What's wrong with Dracula? He's losing his monster power. So is Frankenstein. Quick, into the Monsterizer.
You can activate the Monsterizer, batteries not included, and imagine you're...
Fast as fast can be. So we've got clearance on these. These are the famous disclaimer shirts. If you've seen it, it shows we're usually wearing these. But they got the Boris and disclaimer. We have a very limited number and sizes. We have a small, and I believe we have 2 double XLs.
Jason.
That is all we got left.
Wait.
Yes?
Titanium Sieve says Jason claimed. Jason what? Jason what? What did you see that was... Oh, the Jason magnet?
Oh, okay.
Titanium Sieve.
Gotcha. Jason magnet.
I was like, what did we show that was Jason? The magnet. I got you, bro. I got you.
There you go. That is yours, Titanium
and
Steve.
Any of those zippy baggies that were sitting out on the table left, or did we move them?
No, I don't think so.
Because I had some zippy baggies.
Yeah, I think they got put away. But we do have the exclusive and official disclaimer shirt.
I don't think Todd Hayes has actually seen our show at this point, because he said, who's Boris? Boris is
yes. Boris is Boris. He is our horror host / editorialist He gives his opinion on everything, which is a very unique perspective. But he is our
Normally, when we air our show,
yeah.
and we
Yeah,
do an
he's like the
interview-
last 15 minutes of the broadcast. He comes on and harasses me and producer lady usually, but he also has the capacity for such nice things because he gave us our own official Fenstertator, which was like the what was it, the Potato Head, Mr. Potato Head, but it's Fenstertator, and then producer lady got one as well. That is the Prune Deucer lady. So because fruits, tubers, and vegetables are like highly traded in old country where he comes from. That's like a great honor. So, any takers on the shirts? We have a small and then 2 double XLs, and then that's it. And if you want to see other designs that we don't have here, we also have a Redbubble store. And you can go on Monster Manor and see the other designs. Because with those, you basically can pick whatever you
Yes, it is
want.
a little blurry. I think because it's Saturday night and so many people are on the interwebs. We are hardwired in, so it's not a Wi-Fi issue. But I did get a little notification that says, due to limited bandwidth, there is a possibility of significant reduction in your video quality. So, in the area, period,
Yeah.
Xfinity is probably got a lot of people on because it's Saturday night, and what else are they doing?
Yeah. What I love, though, is that we pay for the highest speed possible.
Yeah.
And we still get throttled.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
I would really like to know what happened to those baddies.
We'll find them. We'll find them.
I know, I'm going to put it in this red Ziploc for now because I don't want it to put it in the box with all the claimed items and
Oh, I got
have
you.
Titanium Steve's
Protect it from the scratches.
magnet get jacked up.
Yes.
Not that there's anything in that box that would probably jack it up, but you know.
Okay, so we got the t-shirts. We showed them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Oh, this is a nice one for the season, too. This one's brand new. And I think we have a close-up graphic of it, but you might be able to see this.
Yeah, you can see it really good.
It's a tin sign. Measures about just under 12 inches by... What is that? 7? Oh.
It would help if you had the ruler in the right direction.
8 inches wide and then about a foot tall. But it's cool because it's
It's like a tarot card.
like my shirt, Frankenstein Tarot, and that's a Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. And it's just really cool. I mean, it's got the characters. It's done in that right style.
It's got the kiddos on
Yeah.
it.
Lock, shock, and barrel.
Those are our
So,
munchkins.
yeah. So that's cool. We have 2 of these. And these are how much?
10, I think.
10?
I don't know. I wrote it down. Once I write it down, it's not in my brain.
Yes, $10. And we only have 2 available. They do have holes punched in the corner, so you could either tack it up or, put a little nail in your wall or whatever you want. But these are really nice. We only have 2 of these. I didn't show these yet. So let's show these. These are the last of the clapboards that we have. We will never have these again. I mean, there's a very small chance that we'll get them, but I mean, this because of supply chain, this is it. And the actual, you're looking at about 8 inches on that one as well. Yeah, almost 9. And then again, 9 inches wide and 9 inches tall. I guess it's just no, I'm sorry. 7.5 inches and 9 inches.
We have 1 Dracula left and 1 Monster Manor one.
Yes. And we have graphics, I think, because
That's
I don't know if you'll see them.
all that's left.
That's it. That's it.
We had a whole bunch of them. They're gone.
And if you want, like, the Monster Manor one, we can sign that as well before it goes out.
Yeah.
But both of these are $5. That's
$5
it.
each.
Added incentive for our friends here that you get it signed. All right, what else do we have? A little mummy.
Seal.
What time are we at, by the way?
An hour and 15 minutes.
Okay. I don't think we're going to go much longer than a couple of hours on this. This is a part of a set that Walgreens had an exclusive on. But they were the Universal Monsters from Funko. They're the mini monsters.
They were blind packs, and we had 2 cases.
Yeah, and we opened them all up, and we gave people the choice of what they wanted. So this one is the mummy. And it comes with the box. It comes with everything. It's just you don't have to...
Ashley and Titanium Steve are duking it out.
For?
The Monster Manor clapper. She says, claim Monster Manor. And he says, Monster Manor claim. She says, I got it first, Howard.
Oh, boy. Okay.
All right, you two discuss it and let me know who gets it.
I say the
Ashley was
the first person, and, ladies first. I'm sure Howard's a gentleman. I'd make another, but we just don't have access to the...
Let me look in the thing. I have a secret stash.
You do?
If I find that I have one more, I will take care of you, Titanium Steve.
Oh, see? That's some personal service. But we love our supporters, I gotta thank you guys again, because we started this in 2021. We had no idea.
He can have that one.
Yeah.
If I find another, I will hook you up, bro.
But we had no idea that this would grow to what it has.
Now the little notification came up red. Due to the exceptionally low bandwidth available to you, there's a strong possibility of a significant decrease of quality or complete loss of video. Fart waffles. And now it's yellow again. So it's going up and down. And it's like everybody in our neighborhood.
Are we off of all?
Yeah. Our phones are off. The TV's off. Nothing is actually on. It's got to be just everybody in the neighborhood is home and on it and killing the bandwidth.
I'm going to have to call them.
Can you hand me the
or write a
Monster Manor clapper?
Yes.
So I
or write
forget.
a harshly worded letter.
Yeah, an ugly email.
And we've got to sign this boat. We'll probably have to wait until Boris
Yeah, we'll get
comes
Boris
in.
to put
You want
his
Boris's signature,
John
right?
Hancock on it, too.
So we'll all
And
sign
we'll do
that
it
for
in
you.
like silver and gold so you can actually see it.
Yeah.
Or even, I think we might have a white marker too.
Yes. Yeah, I think we do. White paint marker.
Yeah, not the chalk marker. No, it's something that's going to stay. But,
Yeah, and we have the gold paint marker.
yeah, I've got gold
and
and silver Sharpies.
No, I mean the paint marker. They're the good
She's
ones.
like, yes, please. Oh my gosh. Yes, we will take care of you, girlie.
Yes. What else do we have? I think we were going to try
a bunch of
these.
stuff.
I don't know how they're going to go here because it's not really monstery, but we do have the Frankenstein that we had shown you earlier.
The Frankenstein.
That one we showed you. This is one of the Andre the Giants, and that was one that I sculpted the head on. So I wasn't 100% happy with the way it turned out in that
Especially,
they painted the head and they made it way too big.
Factory.
Yeah.
Wonky.
Yeah, they when I sent it, it's always sculpted 10% larger to allow for shrink. So this was sculpted 10% larger, and instead of them shrinking it, they made it larger in the factory, and it made it look too big on his body. Because this was scaled. When I sent it out of my shop, it was scaled to fit properly. So.
And they didn't cast them in a color that matched the body, so they just painted just try and make
it was like
match.
This weird waxy color, but they painted the head and the hair. But these are no longer in production either. It's number 5842 of 10,000. And you buy this and you also get it signed by yours truly since I sculpted it.
No, not by Andre, because he gone.
Yeah. Another Invisible Man. This one
not
is
the boxed one, just
the
regular.
same. Yeah. And what did we say we were going to do on these? 15? Blow them out?
Something like that.
Because they normally went for 10 or 20.
For 20, and so you're doing 15 on 50. The figures. Yeah.
The only ones that we have to keep
At
regular price is
are
the box ones. So we got the Invisible Man, and we got the Wolf Man. This is actually Lon Chaney
Bring it
from
down a couple inches.
Face of the Screaming Werewolf, which if you haven't seen it, it's a treat because I think by the time Lon Chaney did this, he was probably in his 70s.
That's why he has that look on his face. Oh, my
Yeah.
back.
Yes. So, and he has the blue flannel, so you know he's probably from, the hills of West Virginia or something. Somehow being quelled to sleep with the sweet, sweet song of John Denver.
West Virginia.
And we got 3 of the blue ones. And then...
that's it, I think.
yeah, and then we have some more Star Trek ones. I don't think... We still have the Star Trek ones, don't we?
I think we had one Romulan guy. I think.
Yeah,
2
Romulan, Gorns.
No, 1 Gorn, maybe.
Yeah.
1 Romulan guy and 2 Gorns. I think that's what's in that other box. But
Yeah. And the Marilyn.
and a Marilyn.
Marilyn Monroe that I also
That they
sculpted.
pinched the mold and made her head shaped like a teardrop.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I hate that. Okay.
So, what else do we have?
Just the Monster Manor water bottles
Yep.
and cups. We've got those.
We got these. And these are a cheap way of showing your support. This is only $3. And it's a hot cold. It comes with a twist-off lid. And it's insulated. So, I think the only thing they say is don't microwave in it because it's got the...
And you
the
can put it in the dishwasher
yeah.
top rack. I mean,
I
I wouldn't
wouldn't,
do it
no.
every single time. We've got plenty.
Because it does
that
have an applique on there.
Yeah, I mean, we've got plenty that have the
Yeah.
heat set stuff that go in and out the dishwasher a gazillion times.
Yes.
I wouldn't put those in the dishwasher because the plastic is not. I don't feel like it's as sturdy. That's just a me thing, and I feel like I need to clean it. I'm weird about it. I wouldn't put it in the dishwasher because I'm anal retentive. You probably could. I wouldn't do it every time.
And we've got a few of these.
Wait. Alicia and Anthony, are we talking coffee or water bottles? And how many coffee cups do we have left? I don't know how many we
These or these?
have.
These, the hot cold ones?
Yeah.
Let me see. I will check.
They said the coffee, so 1 coffee for Alicia and Anthony.
Let me see.
The travel mug. And Howard, you said water bottles. I have clear and I have red on the water bottles, I believe.
No more coffee cups. No more.
Oh,
hot
just the
colds.
one. Well, that one's for Anthony and Alicia.
Yep.
And Howard, Titanium Steve wants water bottles. No, there's 1 more coffee mug. I grabbed this one, so there's 2 coffee mugs
Yes,
total. I got
total.
1 for Alicia and him.
Yep, 2
And
total.
then Howard, which water bottles do you want? We have clear and we
Got
have
the
red.
red.
You want 1 of each? 1 of each. All right. Titanium Steve.
Of the water bottles.
Water bottle times 2.
And we still have some of the reds, but I think this is the only clear we
Yeah,
have.
that's the only clear one. All we have left
Yep.
is the red bottles after this. So I will put these in here.
And these I think we're out of as well.
Yeah, that's.
We only
I
have
don't-
1 more of these. And that's the
car
car
window sticker.
Yep, the car decal. And this is a 2-color. It has the plastic on the front, so you can kind of
Peel off
line
the
it
back,
up.
stick it down,
Yeah.
line it up, squeegee it, what you got to do, and
Yeah.
then peel off that transfer paper on the top.
Yes.
It's basically contact paper, like shelf liner stuff, so it comes off nice and easy and it won't separate your decal.
Right, so that one is $6, and it's the last one we have. We're going to be coming out with some new ones that have the whole Monster Manor TV, because now we're on TV. We're a legitimate television show. So, yeah, Monster Manor TV. Huh?
Or Steve.
Oh, God.
He says claimed. I feel like we're
Here,
all
you
like
can-
Daryl Dixoning it over here. Everybody's
Yes.
like claimed.
Yes.
Claimed.
Okay, we still have... This one was claimed, right?
No, I grabbed the other one for
Okay.
Alicia.
So
and
only
her
one?
Dear, yeah. So
And then
just
we
got the
still
one,
have some
and
of
then we
those.
have red bottles.
Yes.
left. That's it.
What else? What else we got? Because I know we have, we're getting to the end of our time, and we're getting to the end of our stuff.
I don't know. I don't know what else do you have left in the box.
Yes. Hang on one second.
We've gone
I
through.
guess we shouldn't have put that stuff away. That's the thing, is that we got back from the show and then we started putting stuff away. Silly us.
She's not gonna kill you. You actually have done really well. You got, let's see, I will load you up. I will do your math. 10 and...
All right. This is kind of fitting for Halloween. Because these are like prosthetics if you're into, doing Halloween makeups or just practicing or playing around.
You're less than $40, Howard. You're fine. And you're not going to have shipping because we'll meet up.
We'll figure out. Yeah, he's close enough to us.
Yeah.
All right,
You're less than $40. You're fine.
We have, these are made by our studio, so we actually produce these. And we have a limited number. Yes, these are latex. So if you remember the old, Wuchi and Rubies, they used to have the Star Trek ears. These are kind of like the Vulcan ears.
Yeah, this is a whole ear versus the just clip on like the other one.
Yes. And basically all you need to do when you get these is cup them around your ear and then use a little bit of adhesive to hold them in place. But that's little Vulcan ears, elf ears. They've already got the little hole slit so you can hear traffic coming so you don't get hit on Halloween. But those are something we produce. And then we have, if you're into the more...
Girl, that is like Minnesota or something. Ugh.
What?
I love you, but I'm not going to Minnesota. Ashley says, can we meet halfway? Like, she's 5 hours from Fee. Okay.
Yeah. I'll never say never, because if we win the lottery, we're going to be traveling.
We're not going to friggin' Minnesota.
You never know.
I don't. What's in Minnesota?
They have horror conventions in Minnesota.
There's nothing in Minnesota that's worth. I mean, unless
there's the biggest ball of twine.
Is in Minnesota.
Yes, according to Weird Al Yankovic.
Okay,
and I'm holding him to it. If I go all the way there and it's not there, I'm going to write another harshly worded letter.
I've got the money. I'm going to his house and telling him about himself.
Now, these are not cheap, but these are Hollywood quality prosthetics. Foam rubber, very, very soft, very fine edges.
Oh, they do have the Mall of America. I've been.
Yeah.
It was,
I never went. You'll have to take me.
It was okay.
So we've got these. These are costly, but I'll show them just in case. You never know. $52, and this one's pre-painted. Easy to apply with either Prozaid or Telesis.
How many letters have you sent? We haven't sent any. We just we're always talking about it.
Yes.
I'm going to send a harshly worded email.
Yes.
No, that's not
and you know
true.
where that goes, right?
You did have a harshly worded Twitter post to Xfinity
yes.
when we bought this house.
Yes, that's true.
And you know what? They came out the next day and fixed it.
Well,
because they just cut a hole in the wall and left like this big old spool of coax cable like hanging out and on the floor behind the entertainment center. It was awful. Yeah. They stapled stuff up the side of our house. It was terrible. Terrible.
Subcontractor for Xfinity. This is the lipless zombie. If you're familiar with Real Walking Dead, this was one of his first. And that's $40. Very nice edges, clean edges, soft. That one's a good one. Got a couple of rando zombies. These are smaller ones. Those are also $42. And I think that's about it on the prosthetics, the foam prosthetics. And we got the pointy ears. Now these are something that we started as more educational than anything. But we came up with this concept of doing boo-boos to go. So, like, if you were just learning how to do special effects makeup, it was something that was...
Like our daughter, who was 3 at the time, was learning to do.
Right, and these are, like, completely self-contained.
And totally hypoallergenic.
Yeah, because they're alcohol paints. Alcohol we use to
They go
actually
on with alcohol. They remove with alcohol. They paint with alcohol.
Yep.
Which
And
is
they're kind of
cool.
actually to remove them, they're more of a pick and peel.
Yeah, you
Not
can
like
if
the
you
shrimp.
sweat, but
You find the
Eric,
edge and
he
you
loves them.
Eric is on?
Eric
Hey,
Mortensen just
hey,
liked them.
Eric.
I used one. They're amazing.
Yes. So that's it. Self-contained kit. It comes with the red and the blue that you can use. Believe it or not, those are the only 2 colors you need. And this one is 10. It's like I guess that one's our vampire bite. I'm not sure if you can see that, but
Yeah, it's just 2 little. You
We've got a
can pick
couple
and
of
peel.
those.
What I like to do is either take a little bit of baby oil on a cotton ball, a little bit of alcohol, and use that to rub at the edge. And then when that peels up, then you can basically remove
Surprisingly,
the whole thing like a Band-Aid.
we always say this to people because a lot of times, we look for the most frugal ways, and we try to save you money where we can. But they'll say you need a certain remover and stuff like that, and you need to buy isopropyl myrostate, which is expensive when you buy it from the makeup stores. Guess what has isopropyl myrostate in it?
One of the oldest aftershaves on the planet from the 70s, and they still carry it at Walmart, and it's called Electric Shave.
Electric Shave.
And it's like $3 or $4
Yep.
at Wally World.
But it has everything in it that you need. It's got the SD alcohol, which is basically 99 alcohol. It's got the isopropyl myrostate, and it's got some other oils and emollients.
Skin
Because what happens is, as you're getting that off, it'll stick to
the
itself.
skin.
But if with this stuff in it, it doesn't stick back to itself.
Yeah, exactly.
So I love the
And
isopropyl
it conditions
myrostate.
the skin a little bit because
Right.
you've used a bunch of alcohol on your skin and dried it out now because that's what alcohol
Yep.
do.
Yep. So the emollients help, and also, excuse
And it
me.
smells nice. So
Yes,
there's
it
that.
does. Also, Barbasol shaving cream. Just the cheap red red can of shave cream. It takes alcohol paints off. It takes this off. But that one is our kind of like our Joker Smile. This is 1, but this one, instead of being $20, it's 10.
Yeah.
And you can put that for the Glasgow Smile.
If you
Get
use
2 of
them.
those. Yep.
Or just as a good Lolly likes to use that one like right under the eye, so
Yeah.
it looks like she got busted in her eye, and it looks like a split,
Yeah.
right underneath the eye when somebody punches you in your junk.
We've actually got a couple of those. This one's a little bit wider. This is like a brow. Like if you get busted in the brow or something like that, or hit on the head with a bottle, it's a little bit wider split.
Yeah.
So, and all of these come with the same stuff. It comes with the 2 little pans of alcohol ink, which you basically
And then
just
on the
rehydrate.
back, it's got, I think, the links to the video on how to apply it.
Right,
So,
right. They're still there, I think. Yeah.
which is
There we
the
go.
videos on YouTube. It's got an instruction sheet in the back with everything you could possibly need.
Yeah. And we have boils.
This is pretty gross.
Those are little boils.
Yes,
the
they
cool
are
thing is-
watermelon, Eric. They're made of watermelon, which is completely hypoallergenic. Basically, it's
Right.
the same ingredients. It's like white glue, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's an
obviously
acrylic-
it's made
it's an
different, but it's an
acrylic-based
acrylic
product.
base.
But this stuff is really, really cool. And like I said, the fact that it
Phil
comes
Scott
with...
is not giving up that shirt, clean or not. So you don't need
Yeah.
any of his DNA or skin cells, and you have the ability to come steal his toothbrush if you want. But that
No.
shirt he actually really, really likes. So,
Now,
and I gave it to him for Valentine's Day, you turd waffle, so you can't have it.
turd waffle. We also have this one. This one
Oh,
is...
and Micah's birthday's in a couple of days, so let me forget.
Can you see that? That one is
Yeah.
the
That
a
one's a
flesh
big ugly
ripper.
boo-boo.
This one is the biggest one that we have. It's $20, but it covers a lot of area, and it looks like if you put it on your throat, it looks like a werewolf attack or a zombie attack or something like that. But it has a lot of
Are we
depth
out of the
to
bite
it.
marks?
The
We
zombie
had some
bites,
zombie
yes.
bites, but
We are out of the zombie bites, but these will probably be retired once these are gone. So we have to move on because there's only enough hours in the day for production. So we have to find what works. So these will probably be relegated to a seasonal thing once these are gone.
yeah.
And so that's what we have. One of the boils. We have several of the Glasgow Smiles. We have the Vampire
The
Bite.
smiley face cuts.
Yep. and then the big gash, and then, of course, the flesh ripper. We've got those. And I think we're almost done. I've got one more. If you want, we can run the final commercial, and I'll reset, get some more stuff, and be right back.
If you'd like, I can do that.
One more time, and then that'll be
Alright,
it.
we're gonna run the commercial. Boop, doop, doop.
5, 4, 3.
I think it's this one. Hang on.
She gonna get creative.
Yeah, because, listen, they don't show me. It just gives me a black screen.
Yes.
And I don't know what's what, and it's very irritating.
Yep.
There we go. That one. That's the one I want. Okay. Alright, we're going to commercial.
All right, we'll be right back.
You're going to do a scene with Boris Karloff. Your lines will appear right here. Read them loud and clear.
Come in. You know why I've asked you here. You must convince the villagers that I'm harmless. You're trembling. Are you afraid? Have some nice hot coffee. It's butternut. Like it? Butternut has found a way of making coffee richer without being bitter. Butternut is...
And you have sound.
And we have sound.
Come here, bro.
Thank you for holding. That gave us a chance to get the last few things. This is something that we almost never offer online. This is something that we usually bring to shows. But I'm going to show you some of the 8x10 glossies. And I believe we also have some 8.5x11 Boris ones. So if you see any of them, I'm just going to kind of show them one at a time. These are makeups that I did when I did Phantasm Face Off. And this one was an Alien Challenge, a Star Trek and Lost in Space Challenge.
Get the butt scratches.
And this is a close-up of the same makeup. Kind of a sea life kind of creature. And this was one that I actually won. Wow. We need like one of those mute buttons for you. This one is the Frankenstein challenge, or actually it was called the Literary Challenge, where we had to take a book title and turn it into something monstrous. And I got, of all things, Don Quixote, the man from La Mancha. So what I did was I came up with this character that was a monster. Instead of there being a Pancho or a... What was it?
Pancho Villa?
No, I can't remember. My brain is going blank. But instead of his little brain that went with him to keep him out of trouble, he made one out of the villagers that he encountered. And of course, this was the brain, and he kept Don Quixote in check. So
Like
I actually won the challenge on this one and got a comment on my Twitter from Rick Baker. I nearly, peed myself. Yeah. And this is a close-up of the makeup. A real talented actor.
Steve.
And this one we actually can see a little bit better the different colors of the skin. Because his hand even had African American in it. Or darker Spaniard. So
The Moors.
gotta represent everyone on a character that's everyone, right? This is Twisted Tom. This is a character I did for their sideshow challenge. I'll save that one for a little later. Because there's an interesting story about this one. There's an interesting story about all of them, but that one especially. And actually, Twisted Tom has a really cool story too, because I'll give you the Reader's Digest version. But when we do a makeup on Face Off, we come up with what we want this to look at. That's when they say you have 30 minutes to do a sketch. So I did the sketch. And then they say, throughout your challenge as you're doing the sculpt, do you need contacts? Yes, no, whatever. Do you need any wardrobe? Yes. Get this. And it was like a sideshow, like a 1930s sideshow outfit. And then they said, what props are you going to need? And I wish I had, because I think that one sold actually fairly recently, but it was, what prop do you want? And I said that I wanted any kind of grotesque or scary baby doll. You know, whatever they had. They brought back this ugly little vintage baby doll. That thing was, you know, the old ceramic and composite kind of creations, and then because it's got plaster underneath and it's got this laminate over it, that peeled. So it looked like the flesh was peeling off of the baby doll. I thought it was creepy. You know, it was great for Twisted Tom, because you imagine this guy all contorted and he's protecting a baby doll. That's his baby, so he's protecting it vigorously. So I did okay on the challenge. Came back from Face Off at the end of the 8 weeks. And I like going to thrift stores. It's what I do. So I went into this flea market / thrift store, and I see this doll. It's the same bloody doll that was in California with Twisted Tom. Same, like, manufacturer, same quality. I mean, the dress, the little nightgown, everything was falling apart just like that. And I was just looking at it, and I looked shocked. And the lady comes over to me, and she's like, you like that? I said, well, there's a story you wouldn't believe that goes with this. And she said, well, it's normally a lot more, but I'll give it to you for $20 because I feel like this baby doll is calling to you.
And now she lives here.
Yeah, still got the baby doll, and it freaks my kids out, so it's got to be locked up. So
yes,
yeah.
Ashley, he was on Face Off, season 9, every episode.
Yeah, I didn't make it on every episode, but here is the cool thing, and this was the story I was saving to the end. So they had something that was called the Munsters Addams Family Challenge. And they took us right to, like, Universal Studios, where they have the tour, like Burbank version, Universal City Studios. So they bring us back there, and Wolfie, he knew I was a huge Monster fan, and he is too. Wolfie was the guy that was our kind of the location director. He would, you know, make sure everything got coordinated. So he takes me by, you know, just me. He goes, shh. So we walk down the street, and there, of course, is the Munsters house. It's repainted and repurposed for, what's the Wisteria Lane?
Desperate Housewives.
Yeah, Desperate Housewives. So it's pink.
It's ugly.
And I was so, ugh. So he says, I know. I'll make it up to you. So he says, come. We walk up the hill, and we're standing at that point right in the middle of the Court of Miracles. This is where, if you are familiar with any of the Universal Monster movies, this is where they had the street party in Frankenstein, where the person's walking down the street holding the dead body of Maria. It was also redressed and used in, I believe it was the Wolfman, might have been the Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, when Larry Talbot's tortured that he's this horrible werewolf, and this minstrel comes up singing. This street singer comes up singing at them at the restaurant, and Larry loses his shit and yells at him and everything and looks like a fool. So we were in that Court of Miracles, literally not far from the original soundstage for Phantom of the Opera, which I thought was destroyed in a fire, but part of it remained, or at least that particular soundstage. So yeah, that's where we were when they kicked off this challenge. So the challenge was that we had to come up with a character that fit into the Munsters and Addams Family universe. But it was based on family members. So you had the dad, the stern father, you had, what was it?
The
creepy uncle.
The spinster aunt.
Yes. All these
the black
weird,
sheep.
You know more about this than I do.
Family members.
Family.
There's one in every family.
Yes.
Type deal.
So my dad and mom were really into supporting what I did in special effects. So, I mean, it would be like every other weekend they were taking me to Paramount Theatrical, which is where I met a good friend of mine, Alan Duckworth. We're friends to this day. Just celebrated an anniversary. So if you're watching, Alan, I hope you're not, because you should be doing other things. Happy anniversary to you guys. Rick Gonzalez, who is a big special effects guy here in the South, in Southeast Florida. Who else? Michael Davey, who owns Michael Davey Special Effects and Makeup.
The creator of Watermelon.
The creator of Watermelon. So I was there with these people practically at least once a month, sometimes twice a month. Just soaking it all in. My dad was a big part of that because he was a frustrated artist. He wanted to be a photographer. But back then, in the 50s, it was like, no, you're going to have a job that's going to support my daughter. So he got a job, and he left that job 30 years later. He retired from that job at Hertz. So he was like, yeah, I want you to do something with your talent. So he encouraged me. My mom encouraged me. Neither of them really understood it, but they encouraged me, bought me what I needed. Education was never a problem. So I dedicated this makeup. I got Stern Father. I selected Stern Father. I dedicated that to my father, who passed away from a brain tumor. So I did this character. Here's a close-up. That is the original Stern Father for this challenge. And he was, I nicknamed him the Walking Dad because he's a zombie. But he's like, I'm going to be dating myself, but like the Hugh Beaumont from Leave It to Beaver. He's like, gives sage advice. He's a wise patriarch to the family. But if you notice up here, there's like that little horseshoe indention. That's the same indention that my dad had from the brain surgery that he had. So I put that into this. Only the story is instead of him having pieces taken out, they gave him the ability to reason and think. So tell me that isn't one of the coolest makeups. It's subtle, but it's I could see that on a sitcom. It's not gory, it's not bloody, it's just a little bit creepy. But that was what I did for that makeup. And that was, I feel, and a lot of people do feel, that was one of the favorite makeups on the season. But I got sent home for it. And
you got brought back the next day.
I got brought back the next day, which was kind of the kick in the pants. But leading up to that, when I'm sitting there getting ready to go home because I got, booted from that. Yeah.
Right before the final, in the final 5, you got eliminated.
Final 5, I get eliminated. So I'm sitting out there kind of waiting for the ride to come to pick me up and bring me back to the cast house. And I don't know if I should say who. Let's just say someone associated with the show you would all know and recognize, but I don't want to give names because they're not supposed to talk to the cast. So I'm sitting there. The first person comes and says, "Have you seen this person?" "No, I think they're in the production room." So they go into the production office and then come right back out and say, "Hey, I just wanted to tell you, you didn't deserve to go home." I'm like, okay, but you know what? You're going to be fine, and if you need anything, let me know. So he goes in, and I'm just sitting there going, wow, scratching my head. And then another person comes out, and they say, "Did you see this person?" I'm like, they just went in the building. Okay, they go in, and then turn on their heel, come right back out, and says, "Don't worry about this. I know it's kind of depressing, and you're upset, and, it sucks, but everyone is going to be talking about this around the water cooler after this episode shows. Everyone. You are going to be the absolute talk of everyone. And I was like, okay, sure. I appreciate that. But I didn't think that it would ever be that big. Come to find out later on that there was another cast member, Laura Dandridge, who was absolutely phenomenal. And she got voted off originally. And there was like a letter writing campaign into the offices for Face Off. And I was told after that episode, and they invited me back for season 10, 11, and 12. Nothing ever worked out for me to go back. But for all of those opportunities, they said, yours was even more of a coup than Laura Dandridge when you got voted off. And, that's because of the fans. They just liked what I did, and I am very, eternally grateful for the people that supported me on that show, because it all started with someone in my life saying you couldn't compete on that level. So, got you back. So, anyway, all of those are available for $10 each with an autograph. And he's not here tonight, but we have Boris, and I will make sure that he gets these to autograph for anyone that's interested. And again, we got one sepia tone that's an 8 by 10, and then we have this one that's more color, 8.5 by 11. But both would be signed by Boris, and you're looking at $10 each for those. So that we're bringing the conventions to you, because usually I only do those at the conventions. So any takers on those? And I don't know why you brought this down, producer lady.
Because it ended up,
wink,
that's
wink.
The funny twist to your story.
Yes, this is kind of funny, if you'll indulge me just a minute longer.
Alicia and Anthony, do you guys want the full Walking Dad or just the face Walking Dad?
Yeah, we have several of each, actually. A couple of these, and then a couple of the full head shots. You have your choice.
It says, can I get the last one, Dad? Can he see? Show him again.
Okay. Actually, I think we have two different styles of this one. I'm not crazy about this one because it's got the full scene, but it's got the black bars on top and bottom because it was, what do I call it? Letterbox. And then we have this one that's full frame Walking Dad. And then we have this one that's the full body.
Full body Walking Dad.
With the set. So your choice of any of those. But the funny thing is no, I didn't win Face Off. Spoiler alert for those that haven't seen. But the thing that was kind of cool is if I would have won, I would have had to go to Krylon, the makeup company, toured and done the shows that they wanted. Not that I wouldn't have wanted to, but Monster Palooza, makeup shows in all over the country. So you're kind of at their behest. If you win, you got to promote. So I didn't win. So I came back to Florida and went back to my life. But I still had shows that I could do here, smaller shows that people wanted me. And I had a really good friend.
Let me get your black marker for that one.
I had a really good friend that always invited me.
When we go meet up with them, and then you can write whatever they want on it.
Okay.
To Alicia and Anthony, or to,
Yeah.
Whatever.
But I had this friend that he ran a convention, Claremont Comic Con, always asked me to go ever since I met him. Kind of as an artist, just an artist alley guy. But this time he asked me and he said, could you come for Face Off? Bring some of your autograph stuff and we'd love to have you. Put stuff on the table, whatever. So a lot of stuff worked against me to get to this show. And in fact, I was down, you talk about down to the wire. I said because we were waiting on those very photographs or ones like them. if I didn't get it like within a certain period of time, I couldn't even go to the show because I'd be late.
And the machine was broken and they were trying to figure it out.
Yes. So, of course, last minute, boom, it's done. The guy brings out the stack and says, "Here, I'm sorry it took so long." Okay, well, I guess we'll go to the show. So it's me and my daughters, my 2 daughters. So, go to the show, run in. I'm literally like, they open at 10 and I'm like 9:59 and a half, running in the front door. And I get to the back of the room, set it up and everything. And one of the first people that came over is my now mother-in-law, who said, "My family watched you on Face Off. We absolutely loved you. My granddaughter, who is Stella, my granddaughter loved you. My daughter loved you. I want to get your autograph for my granddaughter." So I said, "Okay, great. Absolutely." So I said, "Here you go." Gave her the autograph. And then she said, "My daughter would come over, but she doesn't want to bother you." So I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, if you like, I could go over there and say hi," thinking that it was a much younger lady. And she says, "No, she's right over there." And she points and I look, and first time I ever felt it in my life, but it was that love at first sight, boom, arrow through the heart, weird birds chirping and everything. And that's where I met Producer Lady. So sometimes it's good to lose. You don't know how it's going to end up. But I got the last laugh because I staged a very elaborate proposal.
Cat and Nate were at the show.
Yes, they were there. They witnessed it. They may not have known they witnessed it, but they witnessed it. But yeah, so I planned this very elaborate proposal.
Everybody's got all these little hearts. It's so cute.
I love telling this story because it shows that the good guys can win sometimes. We need that. So I do this proposal. My best friend from Face Off, I had to get him over. So Jason, he came over from LA and was this extra special effects artist that we needed to do this shoot for a zombie production. Very elaborate ruse. So I've got all my kids are there, my in-laws, the producer, the director, the actors for this thing. And at one point, I'm supposed to say that we needed to do a touch-up. And the director takes that opportunity to say you need to do a big bullet hole in the front of this model's head. So I said, okay, we get this model done. I did it out of thick rubber mask grease paint because I didn't have anything to really do it. But you improvise. So I did that little gunshot wound. They took the scene and they were like, yeah, well, maybe we do this, maybe we do that. So I have to run to get my bag. And I send, "Hey, can you bring me the makeup bag?" So Amber, or Producer Lady, she has to bring us the makeup bag because that's the whole thing. And she's like holding the baby, so it's like, Jason, bring it to him.
When he says a much younger lady, I think he was referring to maybe a child.
Yes, because your mom doesn't look that old.
No.
So for her to have a you, that was kind of interesting to see.
And a granddaughter.
So yeah.
That should have tipped you off when she said she had to get an autograph
yes.
for her granddaughter. But
so at this
to say, you did my dad up as a zombie.
Yes. Elaborate ruse. And I called, and that's when I bent down, I picked the ring out of the makeup kit, and I said, "Will you marry me?" And with all this love and just gushing emotion, she says, "You're an ass." But she said yes. And this is the photo of that proposal where you can see my future father-in-law on the ground. Can you see that in the shot?
Yeah.
It's not glary?
Yeah.
So that's my father-in-law down there. So the big joke is I proposed to his daughter over his dead body.
But the deal is you got your own walking dad.
That's the walking dad. And he became the walking Ted. So if you see us at shows and you see this zombie walking with me,
your father might
that's
be
the walking
gone,
Ted.
but I gave you mine.
Yes.
And he's your walking dad.
Yes. So that's the happy ending to a very long story. I'm sorry, and thank you for indulging me. But
You're
yeah.
gonna have to put that back up, and don't stand on that chair.
No.
That chair
No.
is not gonna hold your ass. It barely held mine.
No.
Our children have ruined our furniture.
Yes, they have.
So if anybody has a lead on a set of 8 dining room table chairs that are not the super high ones, but a little bit higher because their dining room table is.
We'll take the
set
super high ones and I'll just cut the legs down. You know, at this point.
But a lead on 8 dining table chairs because we have
Yes.
a large table that seats 8.
So, very long story
Phil,
short.
you said happy ending. Haha.
Haha, Phil.
You get the happy ending.
God.
That's what
Ratings.
You get.
Hey.
That's what you get for marrying a much younger lady.
Oh yeah, because that was the next thing. Is that there were certain people that I guess didn't want me to fall in love and find happiness because more than one said that I was a dirty old man. I was what was it?
Cradle robbing
a
bastard.
cradle robbing bastard for taking this young innocent
and I got
girl.
called a young chippy.
Yes, a young chippy and all these different things, and it's like, dude,
Saying
I didn't.
things like she
I didn't
couldn't be
rob
but
her.
19, and
Yeah.
I was like,
28, 27 at the time.
I was like, I'm old. I am married and been married and divorced and own my own
Yeah.
business. Like, I'm a real grown up, and I have quarterly taxes that I have to pay because I have a business.
Yes, but I was a cradle robbing bastard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's funny.
Well,
it's
the
funny to
Groves
prove.
know how we feel.
Yes, yes. That time or times when you go to a restaurant and they say, "Oh, is it just you and your daughter?" No, it's me and my wife. But okay, and I'm guilty of it too because sometimes I make assumptions.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't at this point because But anyway, that's probably too much insider information into our crazy life here. But anyway.
So the answer to your question, much before Ashley, was no, we were not together then. He was in the process of getting divorced, and so was I. So we literally were both getting divorced at the same time, and then ended up in the same. Well, what do you want, Eric? It's a claim sale. We put the rules up. They were running across the thing that said they wanted, you gotta say claim when there are
What did he
things that
want?
you want. Which things do you want, Bubby? Tell me what you
We
want.
can even go through the
Call
pictures.
or text. Or,
do you want to do that? We'll go through the pictures one more time.
He can just watch it and play back. Or I can throw up the pictures real quick.
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean that's the basics of it, But we'll do a quick recap
of the stuff we had up the other day. We have the lanyard, so we have the shorties that are $8. There's the Shining, the Freddy Krueger, and the Scream, Ghostface. And those are 8, and then the long ones are 10. That one is the It. It's got new Pennywise and old Pennywise on it. And then there's these ones. It's got Halloween candy, spooky stuff, Ghostbusters, and then a different Shining one, which is pretty cool. It's got the carpet and stuff and all these nifty pictures. We had some neoprene-ish or maybe PVC elf ears. We had some Monster Manor clapboards, but we only have the Dracula one left.
We had the jewelry.
Eric wants a face-off pic of the Frankenstein.
Oh, the Frankenstein, and I will have to show you.
And he needs an earring and pendant set. Which earring and pendants, Sweet Pete? And then I can pull those for you.
Okay, so the Frankenstein one, we have a couple of different versions.
There we go.
We got the same like with the Walking Dead.
Oh, and they're doing, and Phil and Titanium Steve are doing a bidding war because Phil wanted to know how much for you. He gave me $1.52. Howard says $1.75, and Phil's at $2.
Oh, you're being too generous. I'm so old and broken that I'd need
Steve comes at $2.25.
I would need like a half price sticker on me or something.
Hey, listen, you tell people all the time you got a trophy wife, and I tell them, yeah, but it's a participation trophy.
Yes. All right, so we have this one. That's the letterboxed version of the full body. Then we have this one that's letterbox landscape. And then we have the close-up. That's full face with detail on the scars and the colors. So any of those three.
Which of those three do you want? Oh, I guess Phil finally won at $250. I guess all Titanium Steve had in his pocket change was $225. Eric wants the full figure one.
The full figure one?
All right, we'll get you that one, Pumpkin. And
Okay.
the earrings and pendants, which set do you want?
Because we have some cool ones.
Let's see. I've got the kitty cat or the mummy, Michael Myers, Frankenstein's monster, Gilman, Hunchback,
Oh.
Phantom, the Wolfman, the Frankenstein skull, and the Dracula.
We did a lot of those.
Those are your
Wow.
options.
How do we have a social life?
I don't know. I painted and painted. Oh, the wife is deciding which she likes.
Ah.
He does have a lovely wife. We love her. We have to
And
schedule a double date with them
yes.
too.
Yes.
Oh, Boris just came in with a high bid, $875.62 for the Fensterburger. He must have been balancing his checkbook like Andy McDowell.
But he already...
In, what was that?
He
Groundhog
already
Day?
won me for Phantasm. I had to go and sit through the Boris Spooky Fun Time movie show.
Yeah.
And help with the switching.
He's
And
been watching Groundhog Day too much.
yeah. But, yeah. I appreciate Boris. And that's
I
the
should
thing with
probably
Boris.
take that picture
Nobody understands Boris like I do. And he's rough around the edges, believe me. He is. He's like a 4-year-old
Tim
child.
says Boris got to show the buddy first.
Yeah. But it'll probably be...
Frankenstein skulls for Elena.
The
She
skulls?
just chimed in. This Frankenstein skull earring.
And that's
necklace.
the earrings and the pendant?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Let me
We have
grab
to schedule a double date. We have a lot of double dates to schedule. We can run by the foam. Oh, and he wants you to run through the foam prosthetics again.
Okay. There is the head on the string. It's actually like a, what is that, like a leather kind of wrapped cord
It's like
or something?
a nylon braid.
So it's really a nice little thing, and the metal clasps. And then these are the earrings. They're about half the size of the pendant. So those are coming to Eric, and we will go through the prosthetics.
No, those are for Elena.
Elena, yes. Oh, there they are. Okay.
And Boris says, what the fuck with the 10 for those priceless Boris photos? They're limited edition. At least 90 per photo and an additional 60 if Boris has to sign it. So.
Those are some prices there. Boris, I wish you luck. I have never been able to get more than $10 for mine. So, but that's me. He's actually more recognized than I am because we went to Phantasm and he's now in the can't get 5 feet without someone stopping him club. Miss Producer Lady,
Oh, that was
she had to
awful.
have...
I just wanted to pee so bad.
Yeah, she was trying to get to the restroom and kept getting stopped. She had to grab one of the security people to help her get to the bathroom. Okay, so prosthetics. We have the Boo Boo Buddies, or the Boo Boos to Go. That one is the Boils. We have the Vampire Bites.
And Aaron Barnhill. I'm not sure who that is, but they said hi, Monster. Hello, Monster Manor.
Yes, I know Aaron Barnhill. We have the Flesh Ripper, the larger piece. These are all watermelon. And we're going to throw in extra alcohol and extra paints for whoever does this, because we have some extras that we still haven't gotten rid of. There's the Glasgow Smile, kind of a thin slice.
I think he wanted the foam prosthetics.
Okay.
Not the watermelon.
A gash. Well, now I'm so close to the end. So that's it. And then for the prosthetics, the foam ones, these are foam. You will need Prozaid or Telesis to adhere it. And if you get Telesis, you need the remover. Don't forget the remover.
Yeah, don't use Telesis.
Yeah.
I recommend.
See, we got all the
Prozaid.
extra little alcohols and paints. Okay, so we've got latex ears.
foam prosthetics. Those are not foam.
We have the lipless zombie, 40.
Which is the OG Walking Dead prosthetic.
This one is $52, but it's pre-painted and ready to be applied. It's kind of like a Beauty and the Beast or a lion prosthetic. Or a cat.
Or a wolfman if you
Or
want
a
to get really
wolfman.
crazy with the hair.
To me, it reminds me also of the Dracula bat from Bram Stoker's Dracula.
And, Howard, if you go through our YouTube channel, there's a bunch, I think, of demo videos on there. So you can, because he's like, I need to learn prosthetics one day. So you can...
Yeah, that one is under the Scott
there
Fenster one.
Yeah, on the Scott Fenster Sculpture Studio
Yes.
YouTube page. But I learned, this is terrible, but I learned how to do a lot of stuff from YouTube. We've fixed the car. I learned to crochet.
Oh, let me finish this up with Eric, though. This is the regular full-face zombie. It runs a little bit small, so it fits well on a smaller face.
I don't think that would
but
fit
it can stretch.
Eric. He's got a pretty decent sized
Yeah.
noggin.
But because it's foam, it does stretch.
It
But
does
you don't
have a
want to
little bit of
always...
give.
Yeah, because it does... it gets uncomfortable having that stretched over your skin for long periods
Eric
of time.
ain't no, like, he's a big, tall guy.
He's a big dude.
Got a big, tall noggin.
And
Like
I've made him up as a zombie because he's a wonderful person, and he won an auction to get made up as a zombie when I worked at Shallow Grave, so
For
we could
Give Kids
donate
the
some
World.
money to Give Kids the World, and he and his wife were a part of that. You okay? Voice
Yep.
giving out?
He wants the full face zombie. Are you gonna put it on Elena?
Yeah.
I know he said full face zombie.
Full faced.
I mean, honestly though, like Eric has enough experience that if it was really too small, he could cut it and then
Yes.
go in with some latex. And he said he is gonna put it on Elena.
Yeah.
But if you were gonna try to stretch it on your noggin, you could even cut and rip it and make it a little bit bigger, and then use latex and tissue or like a little bit of Cabicil and kind of fill in that space so you get a weird funky texture and it just look like rotted flesh.
Yes. And this one already, obviously you leave it on there until you're
And
ready
the
to
smile,
remove it.
you want
but it's got
a
the
smile. What a Glasgow smile, the little baby, the smiley cut. They come in singles. Do you want one or two, Puddin'?
And this one, I just wanted to explain the eyes, so I'm
Yes.
going to wait.
He said yes. How many? One or two? Keep going.
Okay, so yes, for this one, for Eric, these you leave in until you can get it positioned, and then you pop out the eyes, the nose, and I think that was... There might be another little piece here, but it's actually two pieces. You got the top and then the little chin cup. So it's a nice one. You should be able to get a nice stretch out of it. So that one's $42. And did you find it?
Yeah, I got it. That one's for Eric, and these are for
You got two of them?
Aaron Barnhill. Are they reusable? The
Which
watermelons, I wouldn't. You can, but you can't, and I wouldn't say use them on multiple people. You know,
Yeah,
if you're gonna
always
reuse
on
it on
one.
yourself.
But the thing is you're going to remove it with alcohol, so
Yeah.
that kind of cleans it. But you can't really clean it too much, or
No.
you're going to pull detail away. So they are cleanable and removable with alcohol. 99 alcohol.
And then the foam prosthetic pieces, they can be reused maybe a couple of times. I mean, if you sweat
Tops.
I wouldn't reuse it because
Yes.
you know it's hot, Florida. It's foamed latex. It's
Yep.
an organic material. It's going
It
to breed
soaks up your
stink
sweat.
and bacteria. So it's really
It's an
to
organic
your
material.
discretion.
Yeah, I would say no more than once, and probably, no more than a day apart.
Yeah,
If you have like two Halloween things,
like you
because
could
it'll
reuse
fester.
it once, so you could use it a total of 2 times.
Yes. Now, with the exception, because we've gotten extra life out of it this way, is if you take your foam and you
Yes,
brush
that's
on a layer of... Because
Watermelon on the
everyone's
back.
allergic to latex in my house, so if I want to use foam on them, I have to prep it with the watermelon. You seal that inner surface, and then that can be applied to the face. It's much
Alcohol,
easier.
and then you don't need any Prozaid.
Right.
And
it's not quite as strong as...
But then the removal is
Yes.
much easier. And if you have a latex issue...
Yes.
That's your barrier.
And it does inhibit a little bit of the moisture, the sweat and everything getting absorbed into the
piece.
But sometimes you want that because it's much more comfortable and it tends to stay on longer. But with the barrier in there, it kind of repels any kind of sweat and stuff. So sometimes it pops off and then you get the little white trails if you're using Prozaid.
Well, if you're putting watermelon on the back, then you're not using Prozaid, but...
Yes. Well, you can.
You can, but you don't need to, because then you could just use alcohol, and that watermelon gets tacky, and that's your glue.
Yes, and it's easier to clean up and reuse it. I mean, there's things about...
There are different tips and tricks.
Yeah. Because sometimes you have to. That's the thing is...
No, we can't use honeydew instead, Tim.
Honeydew?
Waffle.
What?
Tim says, instead of watermelon, can you use honeydew? Or cantaloupe? I like cantaloupe. That's my preference, but...
I guess?
I wouldn't recommend using
If you're Boris, you probably use turnip.
Maybe.
But yeah, watermelon is just a brand name for those that don't know, but it's an acrylic compound that basically you don't need any special adhesives. They're like those boo-boos to go. You put them on and it sticks.
Michael Davies still...
That's a good question. I don't know. But I would say that if you want stuff from Michael Davey, try to get it faster, sooner than later, you know. But that's about it. Yeah. Any other questions?
What's his website? It's just Michael Davey.
Michael Davey Television Motion Picture, something like that. Let me check real quick. I will find out. But I've loved him for a long time. He was instrumental in getting me into special effects and the latex mask paints that he developed and the adhesives and everything like that.
He's a talented guy.
Yep. But yes, I'm going to get that information for you. Michael Davey Film and TV Makeup. And if you go to... Yes, absolutely. I'm going to get that. Where is it? MichaelDavey.com, and that's Michael, MichaelDavy, and then .com. MichaelDavey.com. And that'll have about everything that you need. He has rubber mask grease paints. He has alcohol paints.
And
he has water-based paint.
AEO has foam prosthetics. So
yes, AEO has foam prosthetics. They are in, I guess technically Winter Park, Orlando area. But if you've watched Monster Manor, you've seen their commercial. And Alan Ostrander and Drew are great people over there. They will hook you up with just about everything you need. So
and that's AEO Studios.
Yes,
and
AEO
Google
Studios.
That or look on Facebook and find them. They're really easy.
So
and Laura says, use turnip. That's racist. Gonna have to cancel. Why would I cancel? I mean,
well, you wouldn't use watermelon.
Racist. I would say that's maybe profiling. Maybe.
What? That he would have turnips?
We just assume that he would use a tuberous vegetable.
Well, that's like currency over there. We've already established that.
I don't know. I think
he's got the booples, and then he's got that as the...
maybe potato might be
which
better.
Phantasm still owes him a tuber. Preferably like a sweet potato.
Honestly, potato starch would probably be better because you can make a paste out of that and then you glue with it. Or even carrot.
Yeah.
Because carrot can get fairly sticky.
Yeah. Pumpkin, though. Pumpkin gets sticky.
But that's not a tuberous vegetable.
No.
That grows on a vine. It's a fruit. Totally different thing.
But we digress. Is there anything else?
No, I think we're good. Okay, everybody, tomorrow morning, you will get your totals. If they're shipping, please send us your address. Those of you who we don't have to ship to, you know who you are. Yeah. And we'll make arrangements for that. No, you did not dodge the passing of the spud, sir. Stupid Tony. I thought I dodged the passing of the spud. No, you fucked up is what you did.
Language. No, that was an egregious miss. But yeah. But what else is going on? Is that it?
And the Grove said noted because
Yeah.
they're paying attention.
Yes. So we will be in touch with everyone that has purchased something that we have
With
to
your
mail
totals,
to.
if
We
you
just need
have
your
to have
addresses.
a shipping, go ahead and send us your address before I even send you a total. That way, I can give you your shipping quote included with your total.
Right.
Yes, Ashley. Good night, my dear. I will get with you. I've already got your stuff, your address and stuff, so I'll just recalculate yours in the morning.
Yes.
But everybody else, whatever. I know Howard's fairly local. Can probably meet up with
Howard Hawkins?
yeah, Titanium Steve and the Mortensons and the Jameses. And then Michelle and Heather, we have a date at the Sexy Pig with them.
Yeah.
Which they're not here tonight, but
Long story, but yes, it's a barbecue place. So I think
yeah.
that's it, right?
Yep.
All right. And if you have any questions, let us know. And if you happen to be watching this in playback on YouTube, Facebook, or any of the other streaming services that we're on right now,
put it on the Twitter or whatever.
if you saw anything, please message us and we'll check stock on it. We are going to be listing this on Etsy and probably what is the other one? eBay.
Maybe.
I just hate
Whatever's
doing that
left
because you
over.
lose so much. That's
and
then
then either
30%
that
of
or
your-
we have to jack up the prices and then people have to pay more.
Yeah.
And it's suck ass.
because that's
It's not
honestly
cool.
what we have to do. We have to
Love you guys. Thank you.
But
I
thank
can
you
be
so
up
much.
here
We
if it's easier.
appreciate you.
We'll figure out something. Just
Yeah.
I know you got to work probably. No, it's Sunday. I don't know if you work tomorrow morning, but get with us. Tomorrow,
Whenever.
and we'll work it out.
Yes. So, any other questions? Message us.
No,
if you
that's
see
it.
something that you like after the fact, message to make sure we have it, or we will refer you to Etsy or eBay.
You're welcome, Alicia.
That's
and
about it,
Anthony.
right?
We'll talk to you guys soon.
All right. Have a good night. Thank you for spending a couple of hours, and actually like 2.5 hours, with us. And
Titanium Steve is free tomorrow.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll see what we can do.
And we
But
don't have any other plans. We
in
can
the-
head towards Claremonte area.
Yeah.
That's not super far for us.
Yep.
And that's close to halfway.
And in the meantime, I guess we'll see you guys later. We'll let you
Good
know.
night, Tim and Christine.
Yes.
We love you.
And we will let you know if we're going to do another one of these anytime soon. But I think we've got a couple more episodes of Monster Manor where it won't be nearly this well lit. I think we have some surprises that we're going to be bringing in, including a motion capture actor, Alan Maxon, which I know we can announce that because it's just we got to work our schedules out. But Alan Maxon will be on. He was like one of the heads of Ghidorah in the new Godzilla, and he's also in a new movie that he directed and wrote. And our good friend Jerry Mendoza was a producer on it, and that was called Alien Planet. So
Oh, yeah. We watched it.
So we have Alan Maxon coming on the show very soon. And also, in putting this into perspective, we had been talking with a good man. He has been known as the blind director because he would do comics and he would direct movies, and he was blind as a bat. We had several conversations about getting him on to Monster Manor, and it never worked out. It's just every time we tried to get a schedule down, something came up and we couldn't do it. But this gentleman passed away. So I do want to give my love out to his family, Joe, and his bride. We love you, and I'm sorry we never got you on the show, but that's one of those lessons that you should not waste a minute. And if you love someone or you appreciate them and you have plans, make it happen. Because you never know. Never promise tomorrow. And I hate to end on that note, but please, if you learn...
If you love somebody, tell them and take the time to see them.
Yes, and Joe Monks, he was 1 in a million. I actually met him also through Jerry Mendoza. So I miss the heck out of him, and I've only talked to him a few times. So I think that's it. But we do have a few more surprises up our sleeves, and now we are on
Our
EV
poor
Mex.
dog might be dead.
We're on EV Mux, the platform, which we're having. How's the signal now? No problems now?
Yeah, it's fine. It was just like a really
peak hour or something?
Peak hour.
But be good to each other. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your weekends.
Oh,
if we
and
don't
Jerry
see
just
you
popped
before
up.
them.
You mentioned my name?
Yes, I did. And our mutual friend, Joe Monks, who passed away. I was just telling people, if you have plans with people, make it happen sooner rather than later, because he was one of the guests that was going to come on the show. So, and him I met through the wonderful, the honorable Jerry Mendoza. I love that guy. So, yeah, that's where we are. So have a good night, have a good weekend, and we will see you next time on Monster Manor. Thanks for indulging us, and we hope you had a good time.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
You have created a monster and it will destroy you. She's alive! Alive!
I am Dracula.